Welcome to the new Mark Buerschaper Songwriting Show. Going to do a few tunes and take some questions, so stick around. And if you don't see this live, you can always see it recorded on YouTube at a later date. But this first song I'm going to do is called Carousel in the Mall. Artificial sun in an artificial cafe. Vendors beckon me with food to sell. Purchasing plates across the way from an abandoned carousel. Carousel in the mall. The sun streams through the skylight. The children are out to play, but baby, they'll come out tonight. Overhead speakers prostitute, loaded with fake drama, it's easy to tell. Purchase a place across the way from the abandoned carousel. Carousel in the mall, the sun streams through the skylight. The children are out to play, but baby, they'll come out tonight. My old bones days wish to stay seated. A solitary moment that suits me well. Advertising procedures must be repeated. Leave the abandoned carousel. Carousel in the mall. Sun streams through the skylight. The children are out to play, but baby, they'll come out tonight. Carousel in the mall. Sun streams through the skylight. The children are out to play, but baby, they'll come out tonight. Carousel in the Mall, and welcome to the new Mark Buerschaper Songwriting Show. That song was off of the Trickle Down Towns album, and it's a song about back when I was a realtor. We used to do a lot of things like door knocking. You'd have to knock on the door, and you'd ask the people if anybody down the street was selling a home, and that was their cue to say, "Oh, I'm selling mine. I'm interested," but you couldn't ask them directly. So that was a weird thing about being a realtor. But the point of this carousel in the mall, I was in the mall, and it was also recommended to realtors to go through the mall, wear your tag saying you're a realtor, and then wait for somebody to ask you, "Oh, you're a realtor? Could I have a card?" And you give them a business card and talk to them about selling their house. That method never really worked for me. I don't know, maybe it's just a myth. Maybe it works for some realtors. They even recommended wearing the tag upside down so people would say, "Oh, your tag's upside down. Oh, thank you." And then they'd see it right side up. "Oh, you're a realtor." And then, next thing you know, you're selling $1 million home, right? Yeah, well, it didn't work out that way. So anyhow, I was in this mall trying to pass out business cards. And I went to the food court within the mall. And there was this carousel just running, huge carousel running, no kids on it, all lit up. And it just gave me an idea for this song. It's kind of sad. It's just sad to see this abandoned carousel with no kids. I don't know why. I think I was just tired from walking around the mall trying to pass out business cards. But like I always say, at least I got a song out of it. So that being said, I'm going to come up with a topic here in a bit. And it's a mid-show topic, and it's you can discuss, on the chat here, how you feel about it. I'll give you some time to think about it. The topic today is going to be promotion and advertisement on the internet. I've paid for advertisement through various social media sites, and even a famous search engine, and I really never got much bang for the buck in terms of, they say, "Oh, you got so many clicks." Well, when were the clicks, right? Are they at 3 a.m? Are they even real clicks? I don't know. Maybe some of you songwriters out there could tell me what's going on, if you had success with these or not. I sure haven't. But that's going to be our topic, along with there's a lot of I'm just trying to find the right harmonica for this next song, so bear with me here. I'm just gonna knock this out, and then we'll be on our way, hopefully. There we go. I believe that's it. Yes. So, and there's other things too, where if you're on a certain playlist, people will promote it, but then you get kicked off of some of these things because you have false hits on your playlist. It's gotten so complicated, right? Back in the day, you just played for tips, and hopefully people bought your records. And now you got to be like an internet whiz and figure out all these algorithms and how to get around them to get more fans. So here's my algorithm, okay? I got my algorithm right here. My algorithm is, if you like this show, please pass it on to a friend, and hopefully they'll pass it on to somebody else. And even if you don't, pass it on anyhow. No, I'm just kidding. But if you like it and found some of the information in here useful, then go ahead and pass it on. So this next song is called Cover Song Clowns. It's about the infestation of infestation. Yeah, infestation. I said infestation. It sounds like a train route or something. No. Infestation of proliferation. That's a better word. Proliferation of people that do cover songs. So anyhow, I'm going to get on with this. I'll talk a little bit about it afterwards. Our favorite memories, I'm wishing we were back in those days. Dreams there were no worries while we heard those soundtracks play. Artists that created those epic sounds are disabled to no longer hear. That's okay, we got the cover song clowns. Even by dinner, have a beer. Clowns they have a fun. Really quite ingenious. They'll keep playing the same old jam, spreading nothing like various disease. Other song clowns play the hits they created. A house flies they are found in towns and cities. You can call them play the hits while they hurry to count their pages of a song clown. I really thought about going picking that easy, low-hanging lady, I'll be a heavy metal maniac, or attempt to be a Brit, or put on a stylish cowboy hat and say that I stepped in horse pits. The clowns they have a gun, really cartoon genius. They'll keep playing the same old jam, spreading them like various disease. The song clowns play the hits, they grin it. House flies they are found in towns and cities. You can call them to play the hits while they hurry to count their pages. Of a song clown. So we'll go and listen to a song, a pun on the gun. So we'll go and listen to a song, knowing they never heard. Of a gun, it's really quite ingenious. They'll keep playing the same old jams, spreading them like various diseases. Other song clowns play the hits, they grinning. House flies they are found in towns and cities. You can call them to play the hits while they hurry to count their pages. Of a song clown. The song clowns play the hits, they grinning. Like house flies they are found in towns and cities. You can call them to play the hits while they hurry to count their pages. Of the song clown. Cover song clowns. So what is a cover song clown? Well, I played cover songs. I guess I was a clown, but it was back in high school. And I think when you're learning, it's great to do cover songs. For many people now, it's become a way to hustle side money. And it's just really a shame that it's music because there's so many other side hustles you can do. But, if that's what people like to do is play covers, that's fine. But it seems silly when you get to be older that you haven't had any form of life experiences to write about, right? You're just trying to put on somebody else's clothes, and some of these cover artists literally do put on almost the same outfits as the people they're pretending to be. But anyhow, I wrote this kind of song as a joke, so anybody doing cover songs, don't get offended. I've done cover songs, and it's a great way to learn, and even if you are writing your own material, you're probably covering some songs that inspire you. And I would like to share what inspired me. But oftentimes when I do that, a lot of artists do that. Next thing you know, there's a team of lawyers from the artist you covered or were inspired by coming after your last filling out of your teeth, especially if they're gold, which I don't have because I can't afford it. Which brings me to tipping. Tip me so I can get some gold teeth. Actually, if you enjoyed a performance and would like to tip, you can go on Venmo, and my address at Venmo is @MarkTipJar. And also, my songs are on Bandcamp. So really, if you want to tip, you could pay. The songs most of them are free right now on Bandcamp, and you could tip me through there. Give me whatever you like for a song: 50 cents, $1, $10. $500, whatever. I'm just kidding. What else? I'll talk a little bit more about some of the links where I'm at. I'd like to get on to the next song. I can actually take off my harmonica for this one. I'm gonna put the old harmonica over here. So this one's called Spires. It's off the new album. And I'll talk a little bit about it afterwards. And meanwhile, I'll be thinking about our topic today, which is advertising as an artist, especially particularly on the web. Has it been beneficial? Are there ways it can be beneficial? I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. For me, it hasn't been. But anyhow, the song's called Spires. Concrete and glass sealed much of the sky. I traded for the force in the fields of grass. It was all the same in my eyes. On the horizon appeared an opportunity in a cowboy hat infested city. The situation seemed to be asylum, changed very quickly. Spires of concrete and glass sealed much of the sky. I traded for the force in the fields of grass. It was all the same in my eyes. Freedom to have free exposure was a lesson soon to be learned. I should have passed out cryptic decoders. The situation was always reaffirmed. It has been a well-traveled highway that riders have traveled along. Experiences over currency when it came to the hobby of writing songs. Spires of concrete and glass sealed much of the sky. I traded for the force in the fields of brass. It was all the same in my eyes. Freedom to have free exposure was a lesson soon to be learned. I should have passed out cryptic decoders. The situation was always reaffirmed. That one's called Spires, and you can get that one on. Here's all the links you can get my music on besides Bandcamp: Spotify, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, Deezer. I never heard of Deezer till recently, but anyhow, Deezer, and also there's a fifth one, Amazon. Okay, I think that's all of them. There's about 5 right now. So you can get that song there and others there. So that's called Spires, and Spires is written about. I kind of cut my teeth, as it were, and started my musical journey in Chicago, and started playing out there after going to Old Town School of Folk Music, and got an interest in songwriting. I was mainly a lead guitarist when I started playing music, and really I got the songwriting bug, and from there on, it's been about 26 years now. Is that right? Yeah, about 26 years. So, that being said, I found the scene in Chicago was a lot of bands-oriented clubs and a lot of jazz, a lot of cover bands. So I made the move to Nashville and moved to the Nashville area. And while playing in Nashville, it was pretty much cover bands. Different form of music, right? But still cover bands, because everybody likes songs that they've heard. They're more comfortable with songs that they've heard. They grow up with them, and it's like an old pair of slippers, right? You slip in your old slippers. Oh, this is comfy. You listen to a song you've heard 20 million times. Oh, this is comfy. So I am always looking on the lookout for new music that I like. I don't like all the new music, but I found some things I do like. So maybe you could discuss that. Give me some sites where you think there's really some music you really like. Feel free to put that in the chat box. Well, it's time to get Mr. Harmonica back. Oh, yeah. So this song's called, this is off the new album also, just like Spires. This is called Days in the Sun. All right, Days in the Sun. Okay, there's a little problem with this one. I'm going to do a different one because I've got this tuned differently. Okay, sorry about that. This song, I'm going to do an old one. This is off of Triple Love Bookends album. And it's a song I worked on the second shift, and I hated it. The second shift was 3:30 to midnight. And 3:30 midnight, there's nothing open really. There's bars open, and even they're going to close soon. So you work, you get off of work, kind of geared up to do something and relax, and there's not much, right? So that and my friends were trying to get in touch with me, and they couldn't, and I didn't get to see them much on the weekends, like I used to hang out with them. So I wrote this song. It's called Second Shift Blues. On my eyes, should be sleeping there, ain't no lie. When that hit you're the sing shit blue. Second shift blues. Afterward, I used to walk to town. Now there isn't anybody around. Well, that's it. When you're the case of the blue, second shift blues. My friends all used to stop by after the day was spent. Now none of them figure out just way how well. Pick your feet up here. We're on a case of the blue. Second shift blues. I don't feel shine anymore. Cause you particular lying well, get ready to one on a piece of the blue. Second shift blues. Second shift blues. Yes, 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 yes. shit. Take a shit. Second Shift Blues off of the Triple Up Bookends album. And that was probably done, and that album was probably finished in about 2002, I want to say. 2003, maybe tops, but I don't know. I can always look it up. But anyhow, it was my second album, recorded in the beautiful downtown area of Evergreen Park, Chicago. So for all you Chicagoans, you might know where that is. Or you Evergreen Parkians. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so that's that song. So I was talking about all these, a lot of these online companies. They're always looking for new artists, right? Oh yeah, they're looking for them. They're gonna promise you the world. They're gonna say, "Hey, just give us some money, we make you a star." My favorite is, "Oh, I love your music." They never say what song they loved, right? "Oh, I think your music's fantastic and it should get more exposure." They probably got it on a cut and paste, right? When they send you the stuff, instant message and stuff. And it's always funny, it's like, "Oh yeah, thank you." And then it gets to, "I think we could help by distributing your music and promoting it." Oh, that's great. And then I say, "I don't have any money though." And then after that, I don't hear from them. I wonder why. But yeah, yeah. But anyhow, as I digress, so there was a company kind of like this back in 1998, I want to say, or 99, and they had a seminar out in California. And being a young songwriter, I'm like, okay, I'm paying for the seminar. Paid for, included hotel stay and everything. It was pretty expensive for the time, but they had supposedly classes on how to sing. Well, I went to the singing class, and yeah, they gave you one lesson. And then they were like, "But if you want these extra lessons, you got to pay this," right? So there were all sorts of gimmicks like this. The one thing I got out of it, I learned how to record at home, kind of, or I learned about it. And I'm like, "Oh, how cool, I can record on my computer." Now it's not a big deal because everybody's doing it. But back then, it was kind of a big deal. So anyhow, this song I bought with, they wanted to bring a couple songs on cassette, and part of the deal was they'd give you a critique of your song. So I was in a room of probably about 20, 25 other songwriters, and they said, "Oh, somebody raise your hand and give us your song." So I was all excited. It was my new song. I thought it was a great song. So I gave it to them. And this woman was a Grammy Award winner, actually wrote for a very successful chart-topping singer back in the 70s. And she just dissected my song, chopped in pieces. I mean, she was almost like, just a food processor for critiquing. Take your song, put it in there, grind it up, and spit it out. And she was like, she said, "Well, this song, it sounds like just complaining." I said, "Well, it's a blues." And she's like, "Well, blues is dignified, It's not like, complaining, like if a little girl her mom told her to vacuum and she didn't want to, and she complained about it. Blues is dignified." And I said, "Well, that's true, maybe, that the traditional blues is more dignified. It's about more hardship. But I try to point out maybe in this little girl's world of her mom telling her to vacuum, she had the blues about that in her own way. It was, her own world. You can't compare apples and oranges like that. So her song might have been valid. For her, it was her real experience at the time. So after I said that, I think I got a D on the assignment. And also there was another thing too, where a lot of people that came there switch cassettes and critique them with each other. And I gave this cassette of this song to somebody, and she said, "Oh, it's good," And if you ever go to art school, art teachers hate it if you just say, when you critique another person's artwork, particularly visual arts, "Oh, it's good." They're like, "Why is it good? Tell me why it's good. Why do you think it's good? You know. So I made the unfortunate mistake of telling her what I thought about this tape, and I said the song's pretty good, but the drumming sounds off. And she looked at me. She said, "I'm the drummer." And after that, I saw her in the seminar, going to different events. She never talked to me after. But it was a fun trip, and I'll do a little song about this later in this broadcast about this trip. It's related to it. But anyhow, this song that I submitted was called 24-Hour Burn. It is still called 24-Hour Burn. So I'm going to do 24-Hour Burn. Temporary flood waves set on in. I don't make no alibi. When that alarm clock rings in the kitchen, when that alarm clock rings in the kitchen, when that alarm clock rings in the kitchen, yeah. Saturday morning after sunrise, moonlight money's waiting today. I brush my teeth and I dry my eyes. Put myself out the door to get the bed. Put myself out the door to get the bed. Put myself out the door to get the bell, yeah. Sometimes you wonder what it's all was. Sometimes you wonder line. Sometimes you feel like you're behind, but 24 hours, 24 hours. That evening, she to the sea. Resting boy, no claim to fame. Take what crush in my dream. Did that song got that lame? I did that song got that lame. I did that song got that lame alone. Sometimes you wonder what it's all worth. Sometimes you wonder when you love. Sometimes you feel like you've given birth to the 24 hour, 24 hours. Sunday morning, I stay in bed. Rewind the last couple of days. Take that stuff stuck within my head. In this bed, I think I'll stay. In this bed, I think I'll stay. In this bed, I think I'll stay away. Sometimes you wonder what it's all worth. Sometimes you wonder when you love. Sometimes you feel like "24 Burn." That's off of No Figment of Imagination, and that was one of the first songs I ever wrote. If not the first, it was in the top 3. So we're at the midway point at the show. Don't see any questions out there or answers about advertising on the internet. But if you catch this show later, it's recorded. It's fairly new. People are still trying to find out about it. I'm trying to find the people finding out about it. But anyhow, give me your thoughts on that. So I'm gonna switch harmonicas. Do a lot of harmonica switching. Gonna probably do some different songs in the upcoming upcoming shows with open tunings. But don't worry, I've been doing these for years, so I'll get through the open tunings very quickly. Let's see. So yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about this song. I went on a trip to my high school reunion, and I'll say this: don't go to your 10-year high school reunion. Don't go to your 20. Don't go to your 30. Go do like I did. Go to your 40th. You won't recognize anybody. It's a total shock, right? Because you have them up here in your head from when they were youthful, like you are now. No, not really, like we are. Anyhow, totally different perception of how people look. So it's kind of interesting. A lot of temperature changes in Tennessee here lately, so the guitar's kind of acting up a little bit. My nose is acting up, so I apologize for that. Sinuses, a lot of allergies right now. Trees are just, here comes all the pollen. But yet I persevere. So anyhow, this song's about my high school reunion. And a little side note, I did it in this one club one time. And I played it. This guy was really listening to it. And I got done playing. He said, "Yep, that's a high school reunion." I said, "Okay, well, I'm glad you could relate." Anyhow, maybe you can relate to this song. Teachers trade some suspension phase and the fame of a football game. Many places were rearranged, golden years have passed. High school reunion, high school reunion, high school reunion. Who did the deeds who smoked the weed? As we sighed at the ones that died. Weight has been gained, but few remain the same. Changes came in a blink of an eye. High school reunion, high school reunion, high school reunion. We explained away the decisions we made while confessing homebound sons and daughters. We listened to music from my era. Most of it resembles torture. Pay the doctor and a jab with a dig. Gotta check it at the brother Johnny. I built my radar over the years. Your temps will be on the valley. High school reunion, High School Reunion. And that is off the Trickle Down Towns album. And I will say, let's see, let me get that harmonica back. I might do something else here. So yeah, go to your 40th high school reunion. So, I don't know if you're aware, the country, many people think the country is being made great again. I can't see it. High gas prices, going into a forever war, high grocery prices, loss of a lot of freedoms like protesting, freedom of speech to some extent. And I wrote a song about this back in, I want to say 2016, 17, about what was going on. And it's come to pass. Not that I'm great Nostradamus or anything like that, but, you know, when you see something coming down the pike, you know, like a train, might be a good idea to get off the tracks. But we voted to stay right in the middle of the tracks. So this is a little song about that. It's called Trickle Down Towns. Hold on. I just hate out-of-tune guitar. I hate it. I'm just having a problem with the humidity tonight. That's better. Okay, once again, Trickle Down Towns. Trickle down towns have found their fears. They are proud of their eyes and ears, suffering over the course of the year, obeying God and their peers. Say a prayer for trickle down town. Faith in the government does not matter, because they follow a hating mad red hatter. News is fake, beef ain't cheddar, while the hometown lies in tatters. Say a prayer for trickle down towns. Drain the swamp was a rally cry. The government does nothing but lie. Deliver us from poverty, demagogue. Drain the swamp, make it a bold. While tailing little girls and boys, go pay your taxes, put good in their toys. You'll be broke until you die. Healthcare is gone before your eyes. Say a prayer for trickle down town. A sleight of hand, a magician's trick, while destroying the nation's fabric. Look to the left while he destroys the right. On your knees, say goodnight. Say a prayer for trickle down town. Thoughts and prayers go out to trickle down town. Trickle Down Towns off of the album, which is called Trickle Down Towns. You can get that one on Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, Bandcamp, Deezer, and Apple Music. I forgot Apple earlier. Don't want to forget about Apple. I mean, it's one of the big ones. It's interesting. I've tried to share an Apple playlist, and maybe some of you artists know a way around it. I really don't want to subscribe to Apple. It just gets expensive. And I'd like to make a playlist of my music that's on Apple to share with everybody. But if there's a way around that without becoming a member, that would be great. So let me know about that. We're out of tune here. I'm going to do one from last week's show. And the way this works, I kind of move songs in and out each week. So you are going to hear some songs from last week, a couple of them here and there. But, I'm always putting in new songs. I've got a catalog of probably about 114 songs. So they'll be moving in and out fairly frequently. Anyhow, my wife and I were going to go on this trip to Europe, particularly Germany, a few years back, and that's when the planes started having issues, and they're still having issues, big issues. But one company in particularly, which we were due to fly on a particular aircraft that was having burning wires in the cockpit and engine issues, engines going out, fires. And my wife decided she didn't want to go, and I couldn't see going while this was going on. So we took a hit on this the reservation fees. But and then we were going to take a trip along the coast in the car. Seemed safe. And that didn't pan out. So we finally just took a little weekend trip up to Ohio. Almost said Iowa. And it was fun. I'll say that. The trip to Ohio was fun. I played in Cincinnati at some open mics and also in Columbus. So it was a good little music scene. If some of you songwriters haven't been out there, I'd highly recommend going there. Also, Dayton's got a nice little music scene for songwriters, to play out, open mics and things like that. But at least I got a song out of it. And this is called Canceled Trip. While the flames are burning, love on the runway, love on the runway, love on the runway. First we go up, then we came back down. We were gonna work, then we stuck around. So that's called Canceled Trip. And you can get that on all those platforms I just mentioned before in the after the last song. And yeah, sometimes you got to cancel those trips. So let's see. I got another one here. Where are we at on our time here? Yeah, we got time for another one, maybe even two. We'll see. So yeah, I got a song out of that, and it's great. I find a lot of inspiration comes when you take trips. I get ideas for songs. I think it's important. I know people disagree with me, and that's fine. Everybody has a right to their own view. But I think it helps to take trips to other towns. And I don't mean going to play a gig and then booking out. I mean, if you can spend a little time in a town or state, you probably come up with some good ideas for songs. A lot of times, best ideas come when I'm driving on the road. And you might want to try that. Make sure you get that idea down right away, though. Because if you don't, you may forget it. I'm not saying all of you will. I know I do. So this song was written, it's on a new album. And it's a bluesy type song. Kind of blues rocky. I think so. Even though I classify myself as indie rock, it just kind of covers everything. I hate the fact that music is pigeonholed into all these categories, right? Especially metal. If you look at metal, there's so many different types of metal categories. It's just crazy. But, one of the cool things, and they never mentioned it about Woodstock, was when Woodstock happened, you just had all this diverse music, and they didn't say it was this festival. They didn't say it was a blues or rock or whatever, folk. You just had all these artists come together and play their style of music, and I thought that was cool. I think it's a shame we've gotten to the point where we've got to categorize songs and just put them on a shelf like a spice rack or something. It's got to be this category, that category. What if you're playing different styles within the same song? How are you going to categorize that? I don't know. But that's it. I'm going to get off my soapbox. I'm not on a soapbox. I'm actually on a chair. But anyhow, this song is about a few different varied topics that you don't finally find them together in a song. It's about neighbors with obsessive lawn tending maintenance habits. It's also about little furry animals coming out for snacks at night. And actually, it's a big furry animal, but no, it's not Sasquatch. Big furry animals coming out for snack at night. And also aliens coming from outer space. So there you go. Lawn maintenance, big furry animals, and aliens. You can only find it here on the Mark Buerschaper Show. At least as far as I know. There might be somewhere else out there that has that type of song. I don't know. Anyhow, this song's called At War with Nature. An old woman was taking leaves that had fallen on her yard. It seemed to be a personal pet peeve. Every single moment, yeah, she was on guard. She was at war with nature. She was at war with nature. A bear came out at night with a great snacking idea. Everybody went and lost it on social media. They were at war with nature. They were at war with nature. So we build and drill and scrape the land as we watch the degrees rise to 2 degrees. With the desire and need for manufactured goods will the ozone layer be depleted eventually. Yeah. Tone it down. Couple of aliens came to our planet a quarter of a century later. One told the other ones, well, those humans, they won their war against nature. They won their war against nature. They won their war against nature. That's At War with Nature, and you can get that online and other fine music stores. One final thing, besides getting these online, this is all acoustic performances on just obviously on a guitar, and the songs you'll hear have a full arrangement with bass, drums, keyboards, everything else, mandolin, all sorts of things. So you're actually hearing the songs as they were written. Part of the reason I do this show, the songwriting show, I talk about songwriting tips and things like that. But really, this is what they pretty much sounded like when I wrote them before I got in and recorded and added electric guitars and, all sorts of effects on the software and things like that. So anyhow, it's still real. It's not AI. Speaking of AI, I'm not going to get into AI, but some interesting things about AI, but I see that we're run out of time. So I hope to see you on the next episode of Mark Buerschaper Show, which will be Monday, 7 o'clock, same time, Central U.S. time. And as I always say, keep writing, and I hope you enjoy the show, and hope to see you later. Thank you.